Notability backs up all of its files to Google Drive. Every year we create a new folder where those backups can be stored. This keeps us organized and it makes it a lot easier to find files if you ever have to go looking. So let's open up Google Drive by tapping on the icon from our home screen. And then we can click on the Files icon in the corner, and that will bring us to the Google Drive folders and files that we have. Okay, I have a folder for Notability, and you want to have one as well. If you don't have this folder, go ahead and click the plus, and then add a new folder. But I already have my folder, so I'll just click on this one. Inside, I see a couple of folders from prior academic years. Our current year is 2019-2020, and I need to create a new folder for that year. So let's go ahead and click the plus, click on Folder, and we will add in a new folder for whatever the current academic year may be. In my case, it's 2019-2020. Then we click Create, or you hit Enter on your keyboard, and there it is. All right, we've got our folder ready to go in Google Drive. Now let's open up Notability. I will click my Home button, and then we find Notability on our home screen, which is this one. And here we are. Let's click on the gear in the bottom left corner. And the first tab it may take us to is Auto Backup. Before we start doing Auto Backup, click down on iCloud Syncing. Make sure this is turned to the on position. Then let's click back onto Auto Backup. Google Drive should be selected. That means you should have either a check mark or a blue gear on some of the older versions, or it may even just be highlighted. But you should not have this highlighted. We don't want to highlight Turn Backup Off. If that's the case, then simply touch Google Drive, and it will ask you to sign in, follow those screens, allow permission, and that will set up your Google Drive backup. Okay, iCloud is on, Auto Backup is on with Google Drive, and we're not going to go change the destination just yet. We want to wait on that. Hit the Close button, and first, we are going to delete old notes that we no longer need. So some people will delete everything in Notability. They will delete the courses, those are the dividers. They'll delete the subfolders as well. And when you delete a subfolder, you lose the notes inside. The reason we do this is we want to start fresh. We don't want to have to go digging through last year's stuff when creating and finding new notes for this year. If you're like me and you get nervous about deleting old things, just remember that you have all of this in Google Drive. It's in your backup folder. Okay, so the way we delete is we click the Edit button in the top left corner. Then you can click the gear for one of the units. Let's try again. And then you can click Delete this subject. That's how we delete. You can take a moment now to delete the old things from last year and create new dividers for your current classes. Teachers, you can pause the video and allow students a little time to do that now. Okay, we've deleted our old notes and cleaned up Notability. Now let's go set the new destination in Google Drive where we will store our backups. Click the gear in the bottom left corner. Now, if you have the most up-to-date version of Notability, then you can click this destination button here. If you have an older version, you may have to click a blue gear beside Google Drive. And once you hit the gear, then you'll see this button. So go ahead and click Destination. Now we click into Notability. That's where our backups are. And then select the folder that you created just a moment ago for the current academic year. For me right now, that's 1920. Then at the bottom, there's a button that allows us to choose this as our backup destination. So click Backup to 1920, or for some older versions, you might see it in the top right corner. If you don't see this button in either place, you have to, you're going to probably have to delete your Notability app and reinstall. But before you do that, you contact iPad support because we want to make sure your files will be restored. Okay, let's click Backup to 1920. We've changed the destination and we are finished. Hit the close button, and at this time, teachers, you can allow students a little bit of time to make sure they've all backed up properly to the new destination. Thanks for watching.